I feel like I should move further back into my bookcases. I think we should. Maybe we should. Let's do that. Is that better? Is that better? Ooh. Okay. This is a vibe. This setup is a vibe. I just need to... There we go. Okay, my hair is annoying me. I've just blow dried my hair and it's just not wanting to conform to my will. Like, conform. Good morrow everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm AJ if you are new, and if you are not new, welcome back. It is a vibe, let's keep it a vibe. So I'm actually having to do this as a very quick video because I have actually got to work in a couple of hours. So I'm a bit spruced up a little bit. That was a really weird laugh, I'm sorry. What is wrong with my hair? Okay, I need a minute. Work. Better. Okay, so as you can tell from the title down below, I am doing a little bit of a mini book haul. So I got paid like over a week ago and I went a bit mad on books. Well, not mad, like, but mad for me. So I used to buy like, I think at least 10 books or 5 to 10 books a week a couple of years ago when I was like full on doing my uni degree for the first time. And I would buy so many books, and that's the only reason why I've got so many books right now. But my spending habits when it comes to books has completely changed. I don't buy books as often as I used to do anymore, and it makes me very depressed because like I see all these YouTube videos, I see all my favourite booktubers and bookstagrammers, book TikTokers like Steph Brower or Larry Reeds, and I'm like, I want to buy books. You guys are giving me so many good recommendations and they're like, I want to buy these books but I can't. Most of the time either because I don't have the money or because I know if I got all of them I would be dead ass broke because I'd be spending like 800 quid on like books, and if I had no limitations I would spend that much on books. Let's just get that straight right now. Anyways, I have gotten 10 books in this last week and I went a bit mad for me. And I thought, why not do a little bit of a book haul? And I'm sorry that this video is already so long. But I wanted to show you guys what I've got and what's going to be added to my bookshelves. As you can tell, there's a little bit of a space back below on this bookshelf here. That's because I already arranged my bookshelves to have them on the shelf themselves. So I've just taken them off to present them to you all. Okay, so the first ones I'm going to go with is, the books that I got from The Works. So I went to many places to get these books. I got from Amazon, I got from Waterstones, and I got from The Works. If you don't know what The Works is, it's just a very small stationery slash book store. It does mostly stationery and games and stuff like that, but they always have a lot of books. It's a very English store. Like, I don't think you'd find it in America. And like, I've always wanted to go to a Barnes & Noble and a Costco, but I just can't. Oh, I know there's a Costco in England near me, but it's just like, you need to have a Costco card to get in and it's so expensive because you've got to have VAT on top of prices. I don't know how y'all Americans do it. I really don't. Anyways, so the books that I got from The Works, I got 3 books from The Works. The first one I got was Twisted Love for £6. I've been dying to get into this series. I've been seeing it all over book TikTok, whatever you want to call it. I've been seeing it all over book TikTok, and I've just been dying to get into it. I've been really into my romance era recently. Ever since around the span of last year, I've really gotten into it, and I'm obsessed with any form of crossovers when it comes to grumpy sunshine or fake relationships or making deals or dares or all that type of stuff. The very stereotypical stuff you'd find in romance movies and in rom-coms and in teenage rom-coms, all that type of jazz. I've really gotten into it, and I don't know much about the Twisted Love book, and it's series by Anna Hong. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, I'm sorry if I'm not. I don't know much about it. All I know is that each book has got a different guy slash relationship with a different girl, They're all like very like not like the Callaway series or the Addicted series, but more or less in the sense like rich backgrounds and stuff like that, very fancy-esque relationships and situationships. So I'm really excited to get into this one. And then I have got also the Right Move and Mile High, the second and first book by Liz Tom Fordy. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right either. I would prefer to say Tom Ford, but the woman's American, so I don't know, it might be 40, I don't know. That were the first 2 books in the series. I would have gotten a third, but it wasn't there, so I just got these. The same with this. I would have gotten the rest of the 3 of the books, but I didn't because I didn't have them in the store that I was in, or the works that I was in. But I really wanted to get these for a while because I love hockey romance. I love sports romance. Ever since I came across Steph Burr's video, her talking about Garrett from The Deal, I have been obsessed with sports romances. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I just really like a good sports romance. And I completely blame Steph Burr for it. Like, absolutely. Like, if I could meet Steph Burr in person, I'd be like, honey, you got me addicted. So yeah, I love hockey romance, I love sports romance, and these have been on my list to get into, sink my teeth into, and I can finally sink my teeth into them, which I'm so happy about. The fact that they're both £5 as well is amazing. Like, that's one of the reasons why a lot of people go to the works in England, is because cheap books, man, and really good deals. We have like a 3 for £6 deal, which is pretty cool. 3 for £6. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into these. Yeah. So my mum just so this is the downside of living with your mother. She loves to interrupt even when she doesn't even know you're filming. I forgot what I was saying. Right, cheap prices, love it. I need to get the 3rd book. I'm gonna get the 3rd book. Can we just talk about how pretty these covers are as well? They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Oh, ignore my face. I have 2 spots. I've tried to conceal them with concealer and foundation, but they're just not wanting to go. Anyways, so those were from the works. Now, I got a book from Waterstones. Only 1 book from Waterstones because Waterstones is pricey. And if I could have, I would have gotten more. I would have. I absolutely would have, but I didn't because money. Anyways, so the book that I got from Waterstones is Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I have been dying to read the Boys of Tommen series. Been dying to read them for months. And I kept putting it off for a long while, and then bloody Nora, they changed the bloody cover, and I'm sorry, I don't like this cover. I prefer the American US paperback cover with the people on top on the covers. I know a lot of this is kind of like a controversy, but like, I like it when people are on covers, like real life people on covers. A lot of people don't like it. I really like it. I don't know why. It just feels really normal. I don't know why, it just does. But yes, I got Binding 13, the first book of the Boys of Tommen series. I'm really excited to read into this. Again, this is a sport romance between Shannon and what's his name, Johnny. Johnny is a footballer, and Shannon, I don't know what she does. I don't know what she does studying wise or anything like that, but I'm really excited to get into this. I've heard that it's supposed to wreck your soul, and I want some wreckage of the soul. Give me the wrecking of the soul. I need it. I love a good cry. I love a good cry where something happens to an important character and I'm like, no, but I enjoy that feeling so much because I am a masochist. So I'm excited to get into this. I'm really excited. So, but I can't get into it just yet. I'm currently reading a book that I don't want to stop reading because then I will completely stop reading it. I want to get into this as soon as possible, but it has to wait a few minutes. So yeah. Next is more romance from Amazon. So as you might have heard from previous videos, I am a massive fan of Elle Kennedy and The Deal. The Deal is my favourite book of all time. I used to believe that Hush Hush by Becca Fitzgerald. Yeah, Becca Fitzpatrick. I was right the first time round. Rebecca Fitzpatrick used to be my favourite book of all time. Then it went to the Mortal Instruments series as like my favourite series altogether. But now, honestly, it has been replaced by The Deal and the Off Campus series, because something about this series just speaks to my soul. And Garrett Graham is the love of my life. Okay, kidding. No, the love of my life is Con, my boyfriend. But to put it in perspective, he's my favourite book boyfriend of all time. Garrett Graham for the win. Anyways, so I'm a massive fan of Elle Kennedy, and I've been dying to get the Briar U series. And I got it. And I'm so excited. Let me show you. So the Briar U series is 4 books. It's The Chase, The Risk, The Play, and The Dare. I think that's the right way round. I'm not quite sure. I hope it is. Like, is it The Dare first, or is it The Chase first? Actually, you know what? Let me have a look. It's The Chase, then The Risk, then The Play, then The Dare. Right. I've got up to the goal in the off-campus series. I need to get the Legacy, which I'm dying to get. I completely forgot that I needed to get that, and I should have gotten it along with these, but I didn't. And I've officially exceeded my book buying limit this month, which is really, really annoying. So I'm probably gonna have to get that next month, so I won't be able to start this just yet until I read the Legacy. So yes, but I have finally got the Briar U series. I've been dying for this for months, and I'm so excited. And this is what I mean when I say I love people on top of these covers. I love people on top of covers. I don't know what it is. I really like the aesthetic of it. It gives this sort of like realism to the characters, and you can physically see some aspect of what they look like, which is why I like it. Like, why wouldn't you like it? They're pretty. It's so pretty. Anyone who says it's not pretty, I'm like, come on. It's pretty. More pretty than people like to admit. So yes, I am super excited to get into these soon as well. I told you, romance is my thing currently, and I cannot stop reading sports romances. And Elle Kennedy, you are giving, because I have the Graham effect, which is Hannah and Garrett's kid, and I really want to get into that too. But I have to wait. I have other things on my TBR that I need to get through. I hate my TBR, it is so goddamn long. So yes, that's these. And then the next thing, the last 2 things I got from Amazon. Now these are kind of romance, not romance. You could say they're romantasy, you know, fantasy / romance, but also not at the same time. So what is my mother doing? So I recently read Moon Touched, which is on my, let me get it for you, which is on my shelf. So this is Moon Touched. I know the cover is very saucy, but it's by Elizabeth Briggs, and honestly, I ate this up. I consumed this thing with everything in my being, and it's the first book out of 3, so I also need to get the other 2 books to this. However, this sent me on a spiral because I completely forgot how much of a werewolf freakazoid I am. As a kid, I grew up living werewolves and vampires and the whole, you know, the whole craze. Forget Twilight, forget the Vampire Diaries. My shit was stuff like House of Anubis, or what's it called? My Next Door Neighbor's a Vampire. No, My Babysitter's a Vampire. That's it. Like, that was my stuff. That was my stuff. I loved it. I adored it. So I really grew up on werewolves and vampires and all that type of stuff, and urban fantasy and all those retellings and stuff. And I've always really enjoyed it. And I love the idea of shifters and people that could transform into things. And Moon Touch really got me back into that. And I came across these books that were recommended if you'd like the Moon Touch series. So, well, actually it's called the Zodiac Wall series. But I came across this book series called The Psycho Shifters by Jasmine Mass. And I got book 1 and 2, and it's about shifters, people that can shift into different creatures. I'm super excited because I haven't read this type of stuff in ages, and like Moon Touch got me completely back into it. So I thought, you know, screw it, I can't just be dedicating myself to complete romance. I love my romance, I love my sports romance, but I thought, you know what, let me go back a bit to my roots and go into fantasy, because I'm not reading enough fantasy anymore. And I do love my fantasy for a reason, you know, like, hello, fantasy is epic. So I thought, why not go with a romantasy? Well, it's not really a romantasy. To some extent, there is a relationship in it, from what I believe, but the main subject of the plot is the fantasy of the world building and all that stuff. So I'm really excited to get into this. You got the first book, which is Psycho Shifters, and then the second book is Psycho Fae, and I'm really excited. I mean, look at these covers. They're so cool. They're so cool. I think my only problem with the covers is that they're not matte. They're shiny. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind a shiny book, but I do prefer a matte book. So, but other than that, they're so fluffy. Can you hear that? That's so aesthetically pleasing. Watch. Let's do that again. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so I got these 2 books as well off of Amazon, and I'm really excited. I've been saying I'm really excited constantly throughout this video, and I'm sorry about that, but I am. Overall, I'm really happy with my book bundles that I've just bought and everything. Like I said, I won't be able to buy any more books this month because I did spend too much money on books for my liking. So this is it for this month, but I'm really excited to get more books next month that lead into the continuation of the Psycho the Psycho Shifter series, to get the legacy, get some more romance books, really, because like I'm obsessed with romance. But there are other books that I want to get into as well, like fantasy wise. So yeah, I want to say thank you so much for staying along and watching this messy book haul of video. If you are new, please subscribe and push the notifications bell. And if you aren't new, just like the video, and I will see you next time.